Hello everybody. Oh, this is Debbie. I just made a video. I'm going to put it up. But I made a mistake saying something in the video that I wanted to correct. I can't figure out how to put the words on it with my editing software. So I thought I'd come on here to let you know that when I start talking about the silks for you, and I'm talking about fabric, I'm actually talking about silk weavers. And about an issue I was having with silk weavers. So when you get to that part, know that I'm being stupid and I said the wrong thing. But anyway, stay tuned for my 27th Flosstube video after about a 3-month hiatus. So y'all take care and I'll talk to you soon. Hello everyone. How are you doing? This is Debbie, the North Carolina Stitcher. This is July the 15th, 2020. And this is video number 27 on my YouTube video about cross stitch. Okay, it's been over 3 months since I've made a video. I've tried several times. As a matter of fact, I made one last week, and then I decided, well, I think I'll delete that and redo it. So here I am, trying again. So I hope everybody's been doing well and the Rona's been staying away from you. Okay, a little bit about what's been going on with me. My son and his wife, his girlfriend, fiance, and their baby moved back to their house. I don't know if they had moved back for my last video or not. I can't remember. I miss my baby, though. She's so adorable. Anyway, they're doing pretty good. He's working. Finally working. He's worked about 3 months now at the same place. So that's good. Anyway, my husband got laid off April 1st. Now, he's an essential worker. He's a truck driver. And the company he works for, he's like, they go by seniority. And he is number 2 man on the board because he's been there 33 years now. So, excuse me. So, they sent out a notice asking people if they want to do a volunteer layoff. So, he, of course, being 64 years old at that time, now he's 65, that he would go ahead and take the voluntary layoff. So he filled out the paperwork, and about a week later they went ahead and told him that his layoff was effective April 1st, and it was going to go to June the 31st. And April, May. Maybe it was just, I think it was a 2-month layoff, so it must be the end of May. Yeah, the end of May. He's supposed to go back to work on the 31st of May. And then, of course, on the 31st of May, they contacted him again and said he could take another 2-month voluntary layoff if he wanted to, which he filled out the paperwork and did that. But he ended up going back to work the last couple of weeks, last week or so of June. So, that was good, but, bad too at the same time. So he was off work all this time. So we, last year when we bought the house, we did what we could, to it. So then we decided this summer we'd do some more work. Well, with the virus and everything, I really didn't want to have people here. We stayed away from the kids for a while. We got 10 kids and like 20 grandchildren. And so we stayed away from them. There's 2 that we mainly hang out with, and of course they're the ones with the most kids. Each of them have 4 kids. Or, well, one of them's got 6 now because she's got her brother's kids. But the youngest son of his is 30 years old, and he decided to take a family leave. Where he works, he could take family leave because they wasn't laying anyone off and he couldn't get unemployment. So he took that, and so he needed, it was only like two-thirds of his income. So we thought, well, we'll hire him to do some work down here and get a lot of stuff done. And we really got a lot of stuff done. And it's been really good. I mean, he switched out all of our old outlets in the house. We had over 50 outlets in this house. House built back in the 60s, you wouldn't expect to have that many, but there's a lot of outlets in this house. We did a lot of work on the outside of the house, fixed the eaves, trimmed up trees. We rented one of those boom things that you can, go up into the tree, and we got our tree limbs trimmed up. Just a lot of stuff. We're still not done. He's still coming on the weekend and doing things. But, so then we kind of got a little slack on, social distancing with our kids. Now, I try still not to go around them too much. I mean, too many of them, but some of the ones that we're going around are not really that careful, if you know what I mean. So it's kind of worrisome. But so far, we've been lucky. So we did that, and then a couple of weeks ago, my son, my oldest son, which he was working in Florida, of all places, he comes in and he calls me and says he needs a ride home from the shop to his house. Well, against my better judgment, I took him home, and then 2 days later, or the next day, he was sick as a dog, running a fever, coughing, and carrying on. And so here I am thinking, oh my God, he was in my car for at least 15 minutes. And so I've quarantined myself for 14 days, which was today. And so far, so good. I mean, and he seems to be doing all right. I mean, the symptoms didn't last so long, but he's been really tired. So, and I don't think, they didn't get tested. So who knows if they have the virus or not, but they were in Florida. He was in Florida for 6 weeks, so there's a good possibility that he's got that virus. But hopefully he'll be all right. Well, anyway, that's what's been going on there. And, I know there was other things I wanted to discuss and tell you about, but then again, my mind just went blank. As you see, I have not been back to my hairdresser. Look at all my gray. My nails are gone. They are open here in North Carolina. You can go to your salons and stuff, but I'm still not really comfortable doing that. I think I'm going to give the nails a break. I've been getting nails for 18 years. So I decided to just let my nails be free for a while. And but anyway, on to the stitching. It's been, how long have I been talking? 5 minutes. That's not too bad. So I have, my stitchy bug has kind of been weak. I mean, I've been stitching, but not like I was. And then about a month ago, might not even been a month, I used to play this Farmtown on Facebook. Back when the Farmville and I played Farmville for a while too, but I played Farmtown. I hadn't played it in like 3 or 4 years, and then one day I decided, well, I think I'll go check on that, check on my game. So I went on there, and I've been playing Farmtown, hours every day when I could be stitching. So, but I've been really gotten involved in playing that game again, and I really enjoy doing it. So I'm gonna play it, but I'm gonna try to make sure I stitch at least some every, most days that I can, unless I'm just too tired or whatever. But anyway, I've worked on, I had a few whips, I had a couple of finishes, and I got some haul, and so I'll go ahead and go in, and I'm gonna start with, let me start with my finishes first. First of all, I was doing the Stickading von der Weenberg free Halloween sale, and it ended, I think, last month. I just heard a noise in there, and no one's here but me. But anyway, I finished it up. Then it's on a dyed for cross stitch unnamed gray mottled fabric. I've got some DMC and some Victorian Motto sampler threads. That was really fun. I really enjoyed stitching that. Now I just got to figure out how I'm going to finish it. I want to finish that one and a couple other ones for Halloween to do something with at Halloween. And then I was stitching this one, which I'd started it sometime this year. And I was almost done with it, and I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and finish it because it didn't take long to do this one. This is called Welcome by, I think this is the Stitcher Hood. It's Quaker Welcome. And that's a PR 148, I think, from Silks for You thread is what I used. And this is a Belfast, cream Belfast linen. So those are my two finishes. Now I'm going to show you the whips I have, and I'm not going to go in any kind of special order, but I'm just going to show you what I've worked on in the last couple of months. And of course this one, but there we go. I was going to say it's going to be stuck. This is the burgundy band sampler for my Stitch Designs. I've not hardly done anything on this, and I really want to work on this because, I really like them. I've got several of them. I finished 3 of them, I think. Here's the way it goes. I don't know how many weeks this is. It's a 28-week. You get so much per week. And this is another Silks for You thread. I'm not sure what it is. PR 126. I love it. It's got a good variegation, but it's not like overly variegated. My husband's, now after I buy all this really highly variegated thread, he said, oh, I really don't like that kind of thread. I think it looks terrible. So I was like, okay, now what am I supposed to do about all that? But I'm going to stitch what I want with it. Yeah. I don't like everything he likes anyway. As a matter of fact, our tastes are very different as we get older. I don't know if my tastes are changing or his taste or what, but whoa, excuse me. Here is, this is, I'm not going to take out a key snap because this is all I got done. This is Stone Street Stitch Works. This is Quaker Schoolhouse sampler, and it's all done in browns and stuff, but I changed it to blues. which of course I got the window behind me, so that's what I've got so far. I really enjoyed stitching on that. I gotta get back to it pretty soon. That's a lot of fun. I'm doing this with DMC, like 3843, and I know we've got some different ones, and here's the 3842. I wrote down what I'm going to do, but as I get to it, I'll do it. I'll show you next time when I get to a different color what I'm using. Okay, here is the Tempting Tangles God in My Garden, and I worked on this a little bit. Last time I showed it to you, I had this part up to the garden done, and now it's now I did all this part right here since, yeah. And this is done with DMC, I do believe, because I usually use DMC with her. She does. She's got where she likes to chart with dinky dies, but I'm not buying dinky dies. Nope. And here's one I'm doing for my middle son. I started this. He asked me for this. It's a tribal. Oh. Yeah, I just don't have any room on my table. Oh, excuse me. Tribal Skull by White Willow Stitching. Here's what it looks like. And I'm doing this on a Silks for You, or a Dying for Cross Stitch modeled, kind of a greenish type color, and it's in DMC 500. And this one's a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying that. If I keep working on it, I probably could get this done in a month. But you know, I have been working longer on each piece than just a day or so, usually, and so I've been getting, I'm able to get a lot more done. I usually been stitching on something until I get tired of stitching on it, and I switch to something different. That's how I've been rolling lately. Okay, here's this one. It's from Cross Stitch by Verbena from Facebook, and this is called Be Happy Now. I'll show you the picture of it. I started this on one of the manias, and I hadn't worked on it in probably the first mania, I think it was. Well, the first one, it's like 2017. It's my first one. That's what it's going to look like. And I'm using the Call 4 threads. It's DMC. And there's where I've got. This is some thread that I just got laying there because I don't want to lose it. I worked on that one. But I am, even though I'm not actually working on the Quakers I thought I would work on this year, but I am working on a lot of Quakers, so I think that's pretty cool. And I guess that's it. Okay, here's one that I started. I think I might have showed it to you. It's one of those patterns from Blackbird Designs. It's the summer, spring, winter, summer, autumn, winter, whatever it is. I think it's autumn. And when on the Fans of Blackbird Designs group, they have a lending library. You've got to be in good standing to be able to borrow charts. But she had these charts, and she was lending them out. So I put my name in, and I was able to get the first one, which is spring, then autumn, and then winter. Well, by the time I got the spring and autumn done, they reprinted them, so they're no longer in the lending library, so I had to buy winter. But here's what I got done on that's the spring and the autumn. And so I bought my winter pattern, and I just recently started stitching it because I just got it like a couple weeks ago. And that's what I've got so far on the winter. So it won't be long before this will be completely done, because this does stitch up really fast, and it's really wrinkled right into my Q-snap, so hopefully I can get it ironed out. These are what do you call it? Overdyed threads, so you don't want to wash them. So that's what I've been working on in the last couple of months. I went several days each month not working, doing anything, any kind of stitching. I've still been buying some stuff, not a lot, not as much as I was at one point. It's probably a lot comparative to some people, I guess. I'm still in most of my clubs. I'm still in the Victorian Motto Camper Club. I'm still in the Nest Egg, Color and Cotton. The, what do you call it, where you get the Baker's Dozen from Middlecraft Corner. So that's what I've been still getting those. And so now on to the haul part of my video. I have been getting, right now it's Die for Cross Stitch. I've been a member of her group for a long time. And when I first started getting her going, and I could go on there on Sundays when she would list her fabrics, and I could just get fabric because you just say me please, and it was not is the demand that she has now. She is, you go on there now, and if you, within minutes, within seconds of when she lists one, it's gone. And she's got to where she lists them. She was doing it like at 2 in the afternoon, 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Now she's doing it like 9 in the morning. And with my sleep schedule, I'm usually not awake at 9 o'clock in the morning. So I don't get any of her stuff. So she decided that since a lot of people are complaining they can't get her thread, they can't get her fabric, that she's going to do a fabric of the month club. And then once a month, she'll re-dye the cotton thread that she's done for the month. She'll put in what she's going to re-dye, and you put in whatever you want. Anywhere from a 10-yard skein, I think it's a 10-yard skein to a 50-yard skein. So I've been doing that. But before I get to that, I want to show you what I got. This is from Silks For You. And it's 32 count Lugana. I don't know if this will show up or not. Yeah, that's pretty true. Isn't that gorgeous? No, the darkest. Right, like that. That's more true. It's nice and deep, and I don't know what I'm gonna stitch on it yet, but it's beautiful. That's another thing. I ordered from their flash sale, and I've had trouble with them before, and I know most people have if they order from. And most of the time, the flash sale, you don't have any trouble. Well, I love the 40 count Vertical Lugana, which is even weave 40 count. And when they haven't had any in a long time, but they started having some, so I got some and I got it. Then I ordered like 4 pieces of fabric from them on the last time I ordered. I paid my invoice 2 days later, or the next day I got a shipping notice. That was June the 5th. It's still showing pre-shipment where they haven't received it yet. I've texted them twice. They said, well, the post office has it. They just said it's taking them longer because of what's going on with the virus and everything. And I understand that, but now it's been over a month. I texted them again. I said, well, obviously my package has been lost. Could you replace the fabric or give me a refund? Your package is not lost. They just are behind, and a lot of times they won't even update the information when they about sending it. So I don't know how long to wait. And it's like, well, what the heck? I'm hoping eventually I get it, but I had this problem once before a couple of years, probably about a year or so ago, maybe even 2 years, where a piece of fabric, I never got it, and I never got my money back either. But I shouldn't have ever trusted them again. But stupid me. I really like their fabric, but I think this right here, if I ever get this settled, that's gonna be it. Okay, so I've been doing for the silks for the Die for Cross Stitch, their fabric of the month, and I've been getting the Vertical. She does the 40 count Vertical Lugana in her club, so I've been getting it the last few months. This is Maize. It's really pretty lavender. This is January's. I love this one. I might have shown this one to you already, but I don't know why I love those reds for some reason. Here's April's. It's really hard to see that because it's darn light. I'll tell you. It's like a really pretty blue. And they're not highly modeled. I like that. I think that the highly modeled, like the ice dyed, is beautiful, but I would never want to stitch on that. It's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. And people that want to stitch on it, that's great, but it's not for me. It is not for me. And here is the one I got for, well, it doesn't actually tell what month this one is. The rest of them have the month, but this is pretty yellow. So, those are the ones I've been getting from her. And here's some of the thread I've ordered from her redyes. This is Faded Denim. This is Poe. That's really pretty. I go get on the faded denim, and this is called Majestic Sunset. These are 50-yard skeins, and these are like $10 for a 50-yard. So I tell you, you cannot beat the Victorian Motto sampler threads, though. I mean, the price you pay for those and the amount of threads you get, it's just. And here is, and I'm not sure which month this is. I've been so, it's just, all I know is set over here's my newer stuff. This is the limited edition. I mean, it's just gorgeousness. I mean, and these are Purple Dungeon, Red Currant. This is not quite as pinkish looking as that. It's more of a burgundy. Lemon Frosty. Pale Pumpkin. Have you seen the new Hello from Liz Matthews Flosstube, and where she showed her Halloween pumpkin, Quaker pumpkin? Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to see for that to come out. I'm getting that pattern. It is gorgeous. I think it's called Halloween or Quaker pumpkin. I'm not sure, but anyway, when you see it, you'll know. It's beautiful. That woman has some talent. Bold Irish. It's a little darker than it's showing on there. Garden greens. Yeah, I'm haphazardly showing some, and some I'm not. I think that's something else. This is lime ice. And a pretty pink. It's called French Rose, I think. She wrote on this one. It's kind of hard to, but I'm pretty sure it's French Rose. Oh, I love those. Here's some more of the dime for cross stitch ones I ordered. I might have showed these to you. I've shown these to you already. Here's, you know, that I ordered with my. Oh, now I know what's making noise in there. My washer and dryer is going. Oh, these don't have names. Look at this. This is a deep blue. Love that. I used to not really care. This is the same color. I used to not even really care for blue. But you can thank Darling Bluebell for that one, because I watched her videos and she's like made me obsessed with blue now. And that's okay. On the there's a group. It's called. Well, shoot, I had it up here. Now it's. Let me find the name of the group here. Homespun Needlework, Cross Stitch, and Samplers. They have a lot of like limited edition, like a designer might do a limited edition pattern for them and then sell it in a kit. Well, they did. But Blackbird Design did one called United We Stand. And I ordered the kit. It's got everything you need to finish it like this. Really pretty. It comes with, you can get 32 count. I think it's 32 count. Or 16 count. You might can get 16 count. I'm not sure if they offered data or not in this. Or 36 count fabric. It comes with the thread, which is mostly weeks. It looks like. I think it's all weeks. There's the fabric for the back. I don't want to take it out of there because it's tied up. This is the backing fabric. This is the fabric you stitch it on. You get a little thread keep. And so I just got that in the mail. Yesterday. Well, no, a couple days ago. I had ordered some fabric and some thread from 123 Stitch. Just a bunch of different classic color works and stuff. Nothing that I actually needed for anything that I can remember. Oh, but I got like some more. This is Vintage Country Mocha. I got some more of this. This is 32 count. I love 32 count. If I'm not going to do 40, I like 32. And so that's what I got there. And that's pretty much my haul that I can remember, you know, since my last video. Okay, on to plans. Well, oh wait a minute, I forgot to show you these. This is Long Dog Prevain for the Times. Prevain, or however you pronounce it, it's, yeah, how it goes. Here's ink circles. Small birds. I like that. It's 2 different colorways it looks like. I'm going to do that one. If it's not 2 different colorways, it might be just the fabric. No, it is 2 different colorways. This is From the Heart, needle art by Wendy. It's called Minty Motif Minis 2. Here is AH to EE from Kathy Barrett. And then here is my Blackbird Designs from Market. Come Into My Garden. This is, I think, the newer one that they just come up with. Of course, if you haven't got this one, I don't know what you're doing. Sewing Club. Oh, Joyous Day. I have so many patterns. I mean, why am I still buying patterns? We live in hope. Why am I still buying thread? Why am I buying anything? Little birds. I just, you know, I guess you'd get these, you have all these fantasies of stitching these things, but then, you know, my heart can grow. I think that's really cute. My heart can rest. Where did I get grow from? I have no idea. So I haven't went through and decided whether I'm going to start any of those, but I've got like a whole, you know, thick folder full of Blackbird Designs I need to start working on. As far as, you know, a lot of other ones. Well, anyway, I'm going to start. I am going to stitch Long Dog Samplers Pandemic. I haven't decided on my thread. My husband says, well, I don't like all that variegated thread. Well, I like variegated, but so I don't know what to stitch it with. I don't want black. I mean, there might be some black in there, but I'm not going to do it totally in black. And I found some 40 count that it's big enough. Hopefully, I hadn't really done it, but it's 27 by 36, and this is Bramble by Picture This Plus, 40 count. I had bought this last year, not with nothing in mind. I thought, hey, I got a big piece of 40 count. I'm going to do it. Yay. This is Sarah Spencer, 1870. It's a little gem from Hands Across the Sea. And I'm going to do that one. I'm thinking of calling Sassy Jacks and having them kit me this up with 46 count fabric and the 103. I've been wanting to try 103. I haven't ever tried it. And 46 is my limit as far as this, yeah, the size. I can't do the fit. I've got some 52. I think I tried, and I was able to barely do it, but it's just too much of a struggle for me. I'm going to do Autumn is Coming Mini Quaker by Stitchers Through the Years. This I got from Etsy. I think I'm going to start that pretty soon. It's not a very big one. It's only 142 by 55 stitches. This should not take hardly any time at all. And it takes Weeks Dye Works, 2 Weeks Dye Works, 1 Gast, and 1 Classic Color Works, which I may have, or I may just switch them out for something different. Either I might just use some Vicki Clayton. I've got a whole bunch of Vicki Claytons up there. I got what do you call it? Cotton threads. You know, I've got bukus of threads. Now here's one that I downloaded. Well, I bought and downloaded this one. It's called All Souls Band. And this is by Quiltify Designs. And I thought this is a great year for one with, you know, I'm just going to show you a little bit. It's a sampler with, you know, what you call it on there? Skeletons. I might do that one, or I might do the All Souls Roland, and the ones that's got I've got both of them, so I might do this one, I might do that one. Can't decide yet. But I want to start one of those, and that's going to be kind of as a pandemic thing. And so that's basically what I'm going to work on, or what I'm going to start. I'm going to continue working on winter. And then I'm going to work on what you know, just what floats my boat at the time. I really want to do, you know, more stitching than I've been doing lately, and I know I've been watching more videos lately, so it's kind of getting me back in the mood of wanting to stitch. And so I'm hoping I can, you know, get some more going, which I am stitching, but I'm playing my game too much. That's my problem. I'm playing that game, and I'm not stitching, and I'm not, you know, I'm irritating myself by doing that. But what can you do? I enjoy it, so whatever. I'm going to do what I do. Oh, yeah, I bought some of this. I forgot. I'm not sure, but I wouldn't mind doing some of the Pandemic with that blue. That's because this is Threadworks. It's 2 different ones. Yeah, 2 different ones. Man, they're beautiful. Wow. Yeah, this is just one thread next to that one, but man, I love those. And so I'm gonna. Oh, and I got this one too. I think this is called War Paint. So many to do and so little time and so little, I've been trying to do housework. My house has kind of gotten out of whack since we've been having so many people over here and doing stuff. And, but oh man, my house looks so pretty on the outside. Well, we still, next year, if Lord willing, and the virus don't get us or whatever, we're still able to do it. We want to redo the kitchen. We're going to probably keep the cabinets because they're good, sturdy cabinets and there's nothing wrong with them, But we'll probably maybe paint them and replace the hardware, and we're going to redo the countertops. I got to have a new stove. That stove works sometimes. Sometimes it'll be like hot, and then next thing you know, it's not even warm. And it's like, oh my gosh, it drives me crazy. But we really love our house, and I'm so glad we finally did it. Okay, I know there's things I wanted to talk about, but I want to appreciate everybody who's watched my videos. If you stuck with me this long, I know I promised at 800, I'm close to 900, subscribers, that I was going to try to do a giveaway, but I think I'm going to wait till I get to 1,000, and then I'm going to do either a Etsy or a 1-2-3 Stitch gift card giveaway, and that way, it's like I said, since I live with a smoker, and everyone can enter, and not, that won't be an issue for anybody. So, that's what I think I'm going to do. And I appreciate everyone. And I keep saying Anda. Anyway, I will try to get back with you in a couple of weeks. It depends on how much stitching I get done. If I get a lot of stitching done, I'm going to try to do more. Do another video. I've been doing a lot of canning. I'm getting ready to do a lot of dehydrating. I'm trying to get, make sure we have enough stuff on hand that we don't have to worry about going out to the store. I bought those frozen loaves of bread. Now, I know I can make homemade bread. What can I say? But I bought packs. There's like 5 loaves in each pack. And you just take it out and you rise it. You just let it sit and rise for for several hours, and then you just bake it. And it's as good as homemade bread to me. Which, I've never made homemade bread, so I might try that. I got the stuff to do it. But anyway, I've been using that. I've been trying to keep everything stocked up, and I recommend to everyone that you keep enough food on hand to where you don't have to go out, and we don't know what's going to happen. Things are getting bad again, so we are going to try our best to stay out of the mess and stay home as much as possible. And as far as all this other stuff going on with racism, I'm totally against racism. And I just pray that things, get to the point where they need to be in our country. I love our country, and I pray that everyone that's even against what things have going on still loves this country that lives here. That are citizens of this country, or want to be citizens of this country. If you love this country, then we can make it better together. Okay, everyone have a good night, and I will talk to you again soon. All right, bye-bye.